Hi, welcome back to Talk of the Town. The Elder Law and Estate Planning Center is committed to helping their clients plan for their current and future well-being. Here to share more about elder law, estate planning, special needs, medical, and more, attorney Brian Treacy. Brian, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So what is elder law and how is it different from a traditional estate planning law practice?
Well, elder law is a combination of traditional estate planning and newer areas of the law. We focus more on lifetime planning more than just the areas of planning for death and dying. The demographics of the country are changing. People are living longer. Their life expectancies increase. Medical improvements have changed the demographics so that people are living longer. And when they do that, they become disabled, they become ill, and when that happens, they should have a plan. They should have documents in place. They should have things in order so that if they become disabled, not just worrying about when they're dying, but if they become disabled, do they have their documents in order? And do they have the people appointed that will take care of them and make decisions for them in their best interest?
Understood. So how long have you been practicing law, and in particular this area of law?
Well, I graduated from Tulane Law School in 1983, and for the first 7 years, I was a prosecutor in New Orleans. And the criminal law, after practicing for a while, it kind of wears you down. So after 7 years, I decided to find a different area of law. And in 1990, there was a group of attorneys that had formed a national organization, and I found out about it, and I looked into it and read some of their materials, went to a few seminars. And this new area of law was called elder law. And I had not heard of it before. Many of my colleagues had not heard of it before. But I looked into it, I studied it. I took sort of a sabbatical for 3 months, and I just read books and went to seminars. And it was the best career decision that I ever made, because it's been most rewarding for the past 25 years of practicing in the area of elder law. I practiced many years in New Jersey, and then 9 years ago I moved down to Bluffton, and my office is in Bluffton. I've been practicing 25 years now in the area of elder law.
Okay. And what is the most frequent question you get from clients who come to see you?
The most frequent question is, well, actually there are two of them, and it's hard to choose between the two, which is more frequent. But the one question that is very unique to this area is the question about existing documents. For instance, most of the retirees, which is usually the demographic, the profile of a lot of my clients are retirees that have moved to this area from another state. And when they move, they bring their furniture and they bring their possessions, and they also bring their documents with them. So the most frequent question they ask me, are my documents from Ohio or Pennsylvania or New Jersey, are they valid in South Carolina? You know, it's very difficult to answer that question, for instance, over the telephone or just face-to-face with someone that you might meet someplace. So the only way to give someone a good answer is to actually look at the documents, to be able to evaluate them, to tell them whether or not they are going to be something they can rely on in the state of South Carolina. So that's one popular question. The next popular question has to do with protecting assets. You know, as I mentioned before, people are getting older and living longer, and they find themselves either in assisted living facilities or nursing homes. And when that happens, it certainly costs a lot of money if you're paying privately, you don't have insurance. So people want to know, what other government programs out there that I might be able to access to finance that? Now, we have veterans benefits and we have Medicaid, and there's a few other programs that you can access to pay for that. And that is a very popular area to practice in. It's growing in leaps and bounds. But the answer is sort of like the answer to the document question. It's not an easy answer. It takes specific analysis of everyone's case, everybody's circumstances, and that's what we, in our office, what we do is if you are interested in that particular question and want an answer for it, we prepare a free analysis and offer a free consultation to describe to the individual, here's what we can do for you, because the general answer really is not going to help you very much.
Right, and quickly, if there's one bit of advice you could give to the general public, what would it be?
It would be to plan. See, when you're in this area of estate planning and elder law, it involves discussing things such as death and dying and disability. It's something that people will naturally procrastinate and put off because it's even difficult to think about. So the best piece of advice is to plan.
Brian, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us on today's Talk of the Town.